Directed by Lasse Hallström and stars Ewan McGregor, Emily Blunt, Kristen Scott Thomas, and Amber Waked? I have no idea. Tells the story of a fisheries expert who's approached by this consultant who is trying to bring this sheik's vision of bringing fly fishing into the Yemen where he lives. And Ewan McGregor is responsible for trying to get this enterprise going. He doesn't think it's going to work at all. He doesn't think that the fish are going to cooperate. He doesn't think that it's going to work financially. They can't, the fish there, choose the right fish, just all this crap. But he and the sheik have faith. This is a film that I've been putting off for a while now, and I'm not quite sure why. I had heard about it, I'd seen the trailers a few times, and one of those trailers where I'd seen it a lot of times and got pretty sick and tired of it, and well, now I have seen it. This is a, how should I say it? A sweet film, let's put it that way. There's an older couple sitting next to me, and when the film ended, she said, "That was a really sweet film," and I was like, it actually kind of was sweet. This film is just under 2 hours, and I really am on the fence here because, in a way, the length is good and kind of bad for the movie. The way it's paced doesn't really help it out. It's a very slow-moving film, and it really feels like 2.5 hours. But the length really does flesh the characters out. We get to know them very well, and by the end, we really know that, we know these two characters really well. Those two characters being Emily Blunt and Ewan McGregor. Also, and I am not familiar with this person's other films, but this guy, Lasse Hallström, I don't think he was the perfect choice for director. There were times later on in the film where I felt like there was a completely different director making this movie. But overall, this was a good movie. It had an interesting story, I guess. And then there's this side story about Emily Blunt's boyfriend who's in the army. And that actually, I thought it at first was kind of just a filler, but that story actually helps to bring Ewan McGregor and Emily Blunt together, their characters together, and makes them have this really believable chemistry that otherwise wouldn't have been there, I don't think. So if you have not seen this film, I'm gonna say it's worth being in your Netflix queue. I say that quite a bit nowadays, but I think it's very true of this. It's one of those films, kind of like The King's Speech, that was in like only art house cinemas for a while, but then it sort of made enough money that it was more attractive to mainstream theaters. So overall, I'm going to give this film 3 out of 5 stars. If you think it's worth your time, then check it out. Otherwise, don't. It's a sweet film, put it to you that way.